Wow. It has been a hot minute. Hello, everyone. My name is Moon. It has been quite some time since I've made any type of video, and that's kind of my fault. Someone else's, but my fault. Because between being extremely sick and as well as being not in a good place of mind, I have been busy. Out of the country for one, multiple times. I've been just trying to figure out some shit with my own life. Lot of things have happened since I can't really remember the last time I made a video. That being said, hello. I am slowly trying to get back into the gist of it, of making videos, and more or less trying to make better quality videos. So as you guys can tell, I'm back to playing 7 Days to Die. As you can also tell, we're in version 2.2, so it's been a hot minute since I played it for content, as well as for personal use. I haven't played this game since probably around 2024. I've just been kind of, like I said, preoccupied. But a lot of things have changed in this game. But I'm not here for that. I'm here for more of a really big update on everything that's happened. That tree fell. Look at it. So, for those of you who've actually been wondering where I've been dealing with a lot of physical, mental health issues. Physical, probably a lot more worrisome than my mental health, minus quite a few dark thoughts that's been kind of just pestering my mind for a little bit every so often. One of them has been I've been bored. Bored of myself, mainly. But to the point where I've been trying to just kind of crawl out of that hole of disparity. And here's the thing, at one point in time, I made a video, updating shit with, current events that was happening, which I'll talk a little bit about, events that have been happening as of recently. But at one point in time, I had, a whole 2-hour video of me playing zombies on Black Ops. And just kind of being like, hey, so here's all the shit that's happening. Hello, Mo. How you doing? Oh yeah, real quick. I'm on insane difficulty, so I gotta be a lot more careful. Probably not the best thing to do coming back from playing no 7 Days to Die, but yeah, is what it is. I have kind of changed a little bit of their settings, mainly not full sprinting, but they'll jab around. I gave myself a little bit of a crutch. Yeah. I haven't been doing good with my health. I've made videos like this before and just kind of procrastinated and not posted them. I shouldn't even say not posted them. I haven't even actually. How would you say it? I haven't even actually edited them. I haven't edited a video in quite some time. Oh yeah, the whole new outfit thing is weird. That being said, so one of the biggest health things that I've been having, as you guys know, I have a TBI, which causes a lot of issues with memory, not going a day without headaches, a whole other slew of shit like that. And it hasn't been any good news bears when it comes to it. That being said, it's gotten a little worse. I'm starting to become where I can't drive as much because of how bad my head hurts. Like, I'm starting to become more light sensitive, which is one of the reasons why I'm wanting to probably get like some blue light glasses to help me play games and shit. But obviously, that's not until a little bit later. Where is it? This one? The whole new setup for this is kind of funny. That being said, so a lot of my head issues is one of the reasons why I've been procrastinating, because for the most part, I lay in the bed all day. Just so I am not like doing things. Like, I play a lot of games, and some of my friends, they think that I am always on, sweating around my life to playing games. But in reality, I'm pretty much in my bed, kind of just relaxing, chilling, and doing things like that. So, ooh, something loaded. No. A lot of the issues that are going on head though is just more because I don't go out to things. It kind of does take a toll on my mental health, where I get into more and more darker and darker things. Oh, that's a cool animation. I mean, wasn't it? I could have opened the Maisel better. I was at least hoping there'd be like a little tiny spoon that came out and I just start knocking on it. Anyway, so to the point where I'm not being able to get up out of bed and do things like I used to. I used to enjoy gaming all the time. And honestly, it feels like a chore. And I know that sounds kind of like, oh, gaming's hard. What the fuck? This guy's an idiot. He's never had a real job. I've had a real job. I still have a real job. To an extent. It's more that I lack my own motivation to keep going with doing things. And I still want to make content. I still want to stream. But part of me doesn't like the fact that because I am by myself and I'm doing everything by myself, that eventually I will not want to do things anymore. Which is why I want to stream more and more, because at least then I'm out there, I can just do X, Y, and Z and kind of turn into a Schmitty. If you don't know who Schmitty is, he's this Canadian YouTuber. He's like one of the very few Canadian people I actually like. And considering he's a YouTuber and he's pretty unhinged with his friends, I kind of vibe with him. Honestly, I'd love to see him, the Russian Badger, like meet up together, create content together in their friend group. I feel like that'd be kind of a cool collab. So that's the point. So I want to get back into streaming. I did a little bit here and there, but I just wasn't feeling it to just keep streaming and streaming. And then eventually I did kind of leave the country because I just needed a new change of, change of life, scenery. I know for one thing, my brain just decided to give up on me because I forgot where my thought was going for a second. I know for quite a while that because I've been doing so poorly with my own mental health, it probably has also taken a toll on my physical health, which is why I, decided to go out of the country. I went to the UK for a little bit. I went to Spain. I also went to France, and I actually got to see some cool shit while I was there. Pretty fun, actually. And honestly, this is gonna sound kind of like in a bad way. America, you really are grown up. If you live in America all your life and don't go outside of it, you really do just grow accustomed to being like this top dog country and all this shit. But I went to these other countries, and yes, they had a lot of their cons. However, they had some pros. One of the things that I learned while I was overseas was the food tastes better. Anything from fast food.
Good morning when you buy. Well, look here, boys. We got ourselves a real. You better take this, Jack. Get moving,
anything
jackass.
from fast food to like real food, all that shit. It's weird that it tastes so much better. And I don't mean that like in a bad way of like, oh, America's actually this shitty country and all that. It has its pros and its cons. I love being American, so I'm not gonna say that I'm ashamed to be. I'm proud to be American. But if you actually go outside of your home country, experience the way cultures are. I primarily like Spain because I actually went back out again recently, and I might go again because I had some fun out there. Because not only is a lot of the place there just so beautiful, it reminds me of home. In the good parts of my home. Where I grew up, I didn't really have the most supportive of family members, and I guess that's like that for a lot of people nowadays. Because the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to go and do the job that I did for quite a few years. I wanted to actually go outside of my hometown and actually experience life, not just be stuck out. You know, oh, chicken. You're new. You look different. You look like, oh my god, it has a walking animation and a little sprint. Look at it. Look at this little furry butt or a little fluffy butt. I love that. Sorry. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so I have more of appreciation for actually going outside of America and experiencing things. Spain, to me, was beautiful. I got to go down to like Utrera. I got to go to some other places. I can't think of the name. Seville, that's one of them. Rota, some pretty chill places, if I do say so. But when you come back to America, you do realize that you're not as cool as you think you are. Now, obviously, there are some cons though being out there. Like one of the things. Ooh. That's cool. It's a noise too. You get to experience like a lot of interesting things, you know? That being said, one of the cons of Spain, because I don't really have too much to say about like UK and France, just because I didn't stay there long enough to get a good opinion on pros and cons. Besides, there's too many people in both locations, and Spain's kind of like that in certain areas. But primarily where I went to, it was fine. So that being said, cons of like going to Spain was the first time I went, they had like their record-breaking rainfall. And holy shit, there was this one little area I was driving through one time. And I remember seeing it without any water around it. And then I go back again after like all the rain. The rain like didn't stop for like 2-3 weeks or some shit like that. And when I came back, it had turned this guy's farm into a marshland. It was just covered in water, but it was also kind of cool to see that that's what the rain did. Other things about it is like the houses and the apartments. Cause I've been in quite a few houses over there. Cause I got to talk to some people and got to just chat with them. Their houses are built to kind of help get rid of heat. However, it still gets so fucking hot in those places. Like, if you don't have AC, you're gonna be a little miserable. And I run hot because I'm a pretty hairy fat guy. Which, by the way, I started losing a lot more weight, which I thought would help me, but it hasn't helped me to the point of what I thought it was going to do. It's still so hot that I was sweating. Like, you could see all the sweat coming off my body half the time. Come here. Did that car just spawn? Oh, guess there's a new render. Oh yeah, there's like a new render system. Ow, shit. Oh, I might die. Oh, that's not good. Oh, imagine that. Oh, I'm already also infected. Hell yeah. I need to get a knife. Oh, you're a lot quicker. I don't like that you're a little quicker than him. You know what I should make? I should make my hammer. Uh-oh. She's mangry. Leave me alone. Well, that's not good. I don't have enough time to... Shit. I missed. Put a fucking J. That's nice. Well, hammer. I forgot that I used to do my hammer. Leave me alone, little bastards. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, that's what I get for doing that. Alright, come on. Speed up. It's fine. Anyway, so it gets really hot in the Spanish buildings, which is honestly fine. Am I gonna spawn next to my body? Oh, I kept my... You know, I thought I turned the thing off. Right. Okay. Well, apparently not. Well, that's fine, I guess. So, being in Spain, right? Pretty cool. So I figured getting out of America for a little bit, like actually exploring the world, its beauty that she has, might be good. And for the most part, it was, but also I just still kind of keep falling into that demon of depression. It kind of does suck, honestly, that I keep falling subjective to that. I really better at doing inventory. Get you, Benny? Can I get you? Yes. Okay. Knife. So, other things health-wise that have not been good have been my knees. I've had bilateral knee issues for a while, and I was always told by my doctors, well, I mean, have you thought about losing weight? Have you? And I did lose weight. I went from being like 240 to like 250, and I'm now down to like 180, and I kind of fluctuate every other day. But I still feel really fat and bloated, so I'm still trying to lose a lot of that excess fat that I know I still have in my fucking fat body. I'm just picking everything. Oh my god, food problem. What's going on, Big Mac? Oh yeah, I got a hammer. So other things that I know for health-wise besides my knees, like, so, no, let me get back to what I was talking about. I'm still scatterbrained, so don't worry about that. I have not gone anywhere for that bit. So my knees have been so bad. Like right now, my right leg and knee hurt so much that for the most part today, I have laid in the bed. And obviously I lay in the bed just so, because head. Other things like that, though, just they kind of like make you hate life even more and more. Just because, oh, what's that? Your head's hurting, your knees are hurting, or you don't want to walk around. Fuck you. But, I guess like that is what it is. Oh, you stop being a little bitch. Got it. So with like the whole niche issues, I don't like going out just because of that. But that shouldn't be like my deciding factor, like not going out and actually doing things, because that's not like a good excuse. But it's an excuse nonetheless that kind of just makes me feel better, I guess, in a way. The two other issues that I've been having, though, as of late, one has been my lower back. Yeah, on top of my knees and my head, my fucking spine is fucking breaking on itself half the time. Like my lower back area. And it's so annoying just due purely that I don't do much of anything. Just throw some stuff out for now. Cornmeal. I'm gonna throw out mushroom seeds. There's Cadmium. So, with my lower back, a lot of it has to do with the job that I did for quite some time. And as well as my knee issues, that's also it for that reason too. But primarily, just I can't do what I used to do. I used to be able to lift a fuck ton of weight. And I say a fuck ton. To me, a fuck ton is like 200 pounds. So my body weight plus a little extra. I was like 200 at one point to 230, which is not a lot for some people that I know, but they can lift that shit like with their fucking PT and shit. I used to be able to pick up that. Now I can't pick up that much because of how bad my knees, my back are. And not to mention, I don't know if I talked about that I had surgery at one point in time on my left arm. But I did in fact have surgery on my left arm. It was for a nerve decompression, and it was supposed to help. But all that did was kind of make things worse. Not only do I not drive just because of my head, I don't drive as much just because I'm a left-handed driver. I'm ambidextrous. I grew up using both my left and my right hand when it came to eating, to drawing, and writing. to just doing things like that. Since that surgery, I haven't really been able to grip the steering wheel, and for whatever reason, I'm not really confident enough to drive with just my right hand. Because at one point in time, I was going to probably do what my father, did what my father did. He was a police officer, and whatever you think about, or whatever your opinion is on law enforcement, that's up to you. I support the right police, not the ones that do stupid shit and, you know, eventually ruin it for all other law enforcement officers. But I'm not over here being like, yeah, I gotta get the Punisher decal, I gotta get my stripe on my flag, which the flag's cool and all, but I'm not gonna do that shit. That. I just gotta get rid of stuff right now. Blueberries to get rid of. Oh, he's gonna get angry. No, he's not. Okay. I thought it was gonna be a police officer, and one of the things you kind of are taught, or at least from what my dad taught me, was you drive the steering wheel with your left hand, and then you use your right hand to do like radios, gear shifting, because, you know, back in the day, manual vehicles were like the rave and all automatic. And that's what I was building my life to do. Was when I got done with one of my jobs, I was going to quit. I was going to be law enforcement. Obviously, I can't do that now. And honestly, I don't know if I would want to do it with how crazy people act when it comes to law enforcement. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Man, this place is barren. I know I made it fucking 10,000 by 10,000. Fuck, there's like nothing. I may have missed the city. May have been back there. That's fine. I'll just keep walking this way. And I'll head that, and I'll head south. So, yeah. I was going to have a job like that, where I would just be law enforcement. That being said as well, and I know I'm probably just saying the same kind of common phrases. I'm going off of no sleeping, so just stick with me, you know. I'm hopeful I'll find like an actual city, or hell, even a town. I just want something so I can rest my weird little traveler leg. Where was it? Oh, yeah. Here's my next thing that's wrong with me health-wise. So I have a naturally slow heart rate. I've had it since as long as I can remember, and that's not saying much. However, for whatever reason, my doctor that is all their fucking focus is. And I'm gonna get to you one of the reasons why I fucking hate doctors. But my doctors, because I have 2, I think 3 now that I go to. And they're always worried about my fucking heart. Because the lowest that has been recorded in their system, I think, was a 29 beats per minute, which I thought was normal. I thought 60 was like the max it was supposed to do, and then after that it would be like, fluctuating from 60 to 65 was, okay, but after that it was bad. No, apparently 60 is like the normal heartbeat. That's what it's supposed to be. He thought he was gonna get me, but he was wrong. What they only care about is my fucking heart. And it's so goddamn annoying. Like, I get it. The heart, without your heart, you'll die. I understand. But when I'm telling them over and over, because I have like things on my phone that I pull up because I don't have memory. All my fucking shit is gone. The things that happen though is like I keep repeating myself over and over to get to these doctors. But all they care about is like the fucking heart. So it gets so bad where I'm like, oh, whatever, cool. Not what I'm here for. Actually, I had a neurology appointment one time. I'd waited like 7-8 months to get this appointment because for whatever reason, our healthcare system is kind of a joke when it comes to getting appointments. And for whatever reason, it took like 7 or 8 months just to get seen. Ooh, there's something. That's big. Is that the wasteland? Oh shit, that might be the wasteland. I might be going in the wrong direction. If that's the wasteland, it's fine. I'll just I'll suck it up. I'll go in the wasteland. Fuck it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's 100% the wasteland. I definitely fucked up. I probably should have gone north. Huh. Actually kind of cool the way it's built now that they have like procedural generating. It's all there, but it once you get closer to it, it then does things. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. So yeah, you're only worried about my heart. So I recently got my heart checked out again for like the 20th fucking time. And apparently I have leaky valves. So for whatever reason, my heart's now... Oh, fuck, I'm gonna die. Damn, I got one shot. Crest the hill. Fucking direwolf. That's kind of funny to me. Oh, so I kind of like pretty close by. All right, that's fine. I guess apparently I have keep inventory on, which I'm fine with at this point because I know I'm gonna die a lot. So it's what it is. But no, so apparently I have like leaky valves or something in my fucking heart, which I don't necessarily know what that means. But honestly, I'm not worried about it. I probably should be worried because, you know, you hear, and this is my first thought, was like, oh, leaky heart? Fuck. Well, I guess I'm bleeding eternally, which would explain like some of the reasons why I hurt sometimes in my chest. Not like heart attack hurt, but just hurt. But my heart's leaking. If that means like I'm dying, then at least I'm dying going out in a way that I'm not going to regret. There's been a lot of things that I regretted doing in life. However, I'm glad that I did them because I learned. I'm so slow. It's so fast. What is this? Cloth? That's fine. Oh, that turned into lead. I'll see what that. I just gotta get rid of. What does this do? Melee. Oh, melee. That would have been good too. Oh well. So, yeah, I have heart conditions, and supposedly I also have like a phantom heartbeat as well, where my heart doesn't. One of the reasons why it's so slow is because it doesn't beat the normal ba-dum ba-dum. It does bump 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 or something like. I don't know. There's like an echo in my heart or some shit. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the shit that they say, I get told so many different things. They all mush together, so I just kind of just assume. Oh, there's a bear. Maybe I should not fuck with bear. I just assume that, you know, I'm just going. They're basically telling me I'm gonna fucking die, which I've gone with. So yeah, So here's the last medical thing I'm going to talk about, because I know it's probably not the best thing to just go, oh, I'm dying and feel bad for me. And I don't want no one to feel bad for me. Like, honestly. Honestly, don't feel bad for me at all. Like, I'm happy to an extent. Could there be things better going in my life? Yeah. But it's okay. Why are you here? Don't you spawn when I get to a higher level? Or is it because I'm so close to this bit? Oh, because yeah, you gonna spit at me? I'm going into town. You can't stop me, bitch. Oh, I'm gonna probably die again, aren't I? Thank God I have the keep inventory on. I wonder if landmines are still a thing. I will. Huh. Am I gonna die? Because I don't remember this. This is new. What? Listen, when I say I haven't played this game in quite a long time, radiated mushrooms. Huh. Am I about to take damage? All right, I have radiation poisoning. Got it. Don't mind me. Honestly, I'm surprised it took him that long to actually, what's that one? I'm actually kind of surprised it took him that long to initiate a... Going into the radioactive area is going to give you radiation poisoning. Anyway, so, yeah. The biggest thing why I kind of just fell off the... Oh, there's some lag. The face of the world, right? Was because I got bronchitis or pneumonia. I forget which one. I think it was bronchitis. Yeah, I think it was bronchitis. That one feels like that was what it was. I was coughing so much that I couldn't sleep any more than I already did. Because I already have insomnia because of issues in my past. As well as just not... I can't seem to like shut off the part of the brain that lets you sleep. So one of the things that happened was I got sick from something, and I don't know what it was. And I'm saying this meaning like I don't know what it was at that point in time, because I kind of found out one of the reasons what it was. Maybe. I honestly don't know. So I was just coughing, was not being able to sleep and just lay down. It'd get worse throughout the night. And I'm not afraid to admit when I have cried over shit that most people would think you should cry over. I was in so much pain because not only was my head already hurting, the coughing wasn't helping. This is a new POI. Sorry. I was coughing so much that my head was hurting even more. So it got to the point where I was kind of praying for death. I was hurting so much. And that's not something you want to say, because people are like, oh my God, you can't say that. That's not okay. You can't. Oh, that's that bear. You can't say things like that. Well, as it turns out, yes, I can. I'm not afraid to admit that I have come close to killing myself quite a few times. A lot of it's been because of my head. And before anyone gets all offended and says, it's supposed to be unalive, fucking, why don't you slit your own fucking wrist? That's one of the things I'm tired about. Is the whole, you can't say kill yourself. You can't say suicide. It's unalive or unalive yourself. Fuck off. We're trying to shield everyone. That's how the life works. Anyway. But I was coughing for so long that I kind of was just praying for my inevitable and just to die. Like, I wanted to die. I was struggling with so long. Like, at one point in time, I made a video on the Black Ops 6 campaign, which if you haven't checked that out, which honestly probably not many have, it's in my channel somewhere, so go check that out. Regardless, I was coughing so much throughout that entire thing that I went to the ER multiple times. And I got tossed around by every fucking doctor, every nurse. And they were like, oh, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. I had x-rays done on my lungs. I had MRIs done, CAT scans, and I don't know. Probably not just for the lungs, but other things, but I've gotten a lot of that shit. I went, I know, at least 7 different times. And I was told 6 out of the 7 that my lungs look fine, that they're healthy, there's nothing wrong. One of those times, one of the doctors said, hey, there's something there. There's like little spots, but don't worry about it. I knew right then and there, you telling me there's fucking spots on my lungs? I was already starting to freak out. I was like, oh shit, do I have fucking cancer? And then I started thinking to myself, shit, I might have cancer. I might be slowly dying from cancer. And I know nothing about leukemia. I think that's cancer of the lungs. I don't know if coughing is just a thing that happens with leukemia like that. So, I don't know. But I did think maybe I had cancer. I had a cancer scare. And then comes December. I was visiting family for the holidays. And I was coughing so much and like wheezing and just crying again, trying to go back to bed, that I said, fuck it. I have got to go. I've been here before. What the hell? Huh. Oh well. That I was like, I have got to go to the doctor. Like, I'm not okay. Thank God for this one doctor who finally took his job as a doctor seriously. He put his doctor to work. And he came back in after 10 minutes of me getting an x-ray of my lungs. He came back 10 minutes later and said, sir, you have bronchitis. And I can't remember, it's a type of bronchitis. I think it was bacterial bronchitis, which I don't know if that is the significance of anything. But I had fucking bronchitis. I've had bronchitis for months. And when he took a look at my lungs, he was like, yeah, it looks like it's been there for quite a few months. And when he said that, I may have broke down a little bit and cried in front of this fucking grown-ass man. Because I was struggling with it for so long that no other fucking doctor was telling me anything. But the fact that I had to go outside of a different fucking state to an ER, that thank God that my healthcare insurance people took care of. But I had to go outside of that shit for someone to say, yeah, there's actually something fucking wrong. And then proceed to follow and say, it looks like it's been that way for months. I cried, both out of frustration and relief. Right then and there, they like fed me up with some pain medications for my throat. So they looked on the back of my throat and they're like, your shit's fucking raw. It's raw. And they showed me a couple imagings that they took of it, and it was pretty red and gross. But also they gave me some like antibiotics, some steroids, and I took them for a couple weeks. And for quite a while, I was starting to actually feel better. And eventually when I ran out of the medication, I was not coughing as much. I still was coughing, and I kind of thought maybe it was because my body had been coughing for so long that maybe I'm just going to have a residual cough for the rest of my fucking life. I don't really have it now. Every so often, I'll kind of get a pretty bad coughing fit. But it is what it is. Now, the reason why I think I got it was when I was living in LA, and I moved since then. Because, you know, like I said, I needed to get a new scenery, and I kind of moved out of there. When I was moving out of my apartment in LA, I was making sure I did a deep, thorough clean and packing of all my shit. And I love not having light in my room. The only lights that come into my room when it comes to my office or shit is from my computer and the monitors. I even bought a blackout curtain specifically for the fact that I did not want light coming in. When I removed that curtain from the windowsill, the back of the wall and the curtain itself was covered in fucking mold. And I didn't realize that it was covered in mold. Obviously, me having that curtain there, and not to mention I also had my bed pressed up against it. But I was basically probably inhaling mold for so long that I'm assuming a piece of it maybe broke off and got into my lungs and decided to kind of fuck with me. I don't know. But that being said, this is one of the reasons why I hate doctors. Not all doctors. I like 1 out of 10 doctors I like, but the rest of them I hate them. Because when you go to multiple different facilities that are located at the like same places, like they talk to each other about personal shit, but they don't talk about files. I was basically passed around like a fucking 2-bit whore half the time when it came to medication, because one doctor would be like, oh yeah, let's prescribe Moon this shit. And then the other one would be like, well, let's prescribe you this shit. Well, hang on, this doctor's already prescribed it to me. Can you not see that in my fucking files? My fucking paperwork? Hell, they sent me here to get checked out. So like, what the fuck? I don't know. Just doctors do this. They hope that you get sick so that they can temporarily fix you. And it's both a sad thing to think about, but also it's kind of the truth, because the doctor's profession is to actually kill you, including anything that hinders you from actually being 100% with health. But they also just don't give a shit about you as a person. In a way, I guess, like, my hatred for a lot of the people in the medical professions is really just due to the fact that I got fucked around with so much that I was close to the verge of actually shooting myself because of how much pain I was in, on top of other pain that I was already in. And I'm not afraid to admit that I was going through that. And I still get those thoughts a lot, mainly because of my head. Like right now, my head is fucking killing me, but I wanted to actually make some sort of a video and talk to people again. You know? In a way, I miss it a lot. And it's just hard because I'm not the best at talking. When I play games, I focus hard into gaming. Yes, I know. I focus so much into a game that I kind of forget that I should be talking. So, making content's a lot harder for me. And obviously, that's not me saying, oh, content making is so hard. No one knows what it's like to have a hard life like this. Not what I'm saying at all. But no. So that's like most of the medical shit that's happened to me is that. Actually, you know what I meant to do? I meant to actually turn the music off because I'm going to add my own music. That's pretty cool. Discord. I'm actually going to add my own like music into the game or into the video because I don't know. I've been thinking like a lot on this for quite a while. I was assuming I can actually find enough music to cover like an hour, hour and a half of stuff. So that leads me to the next point though. Plans for making videos. I want to make content again. The issue that I'm having when it comes to making content is I'm still not good at making content. Does this still work if I damage you? Ha! Oh, sorry. I get amused too easy. I don't really know how to make content. So I kind of just focus on making content that I enjoy and want to make content on. Obviously, if I was to sit here and make content on Call of Duty and Fortnite and all this fucking shit, people would be like, oh, yay. But I like to play those games. I don't like to just make videos on it. To me, that's boring shit. What I thought. I'm drunk as a skunk. Let's fucking send it. I'm assuming you are the right one. Yeah. Well, I almost one-shot the bitch. Oh, you know what I should do? I should have put a point in fucking healing. Whoa, siphoning strike. Huh. That's a new thing. Alright. Anyway, so making content's hard. At least for me. Probably not for other people, but because I have kind of a standard that I want to do when it comes to making shit. Here's where it gets more interesting. There are games on my Steam list that I want to play for content. Not all of them, because some of them I can't actually play. We know why. Or at least you guys know why. I want to play. But I just don't know how to make that a reality and actually be beneficial. I think this is where I want to start. Over there. What the fuck? Okay. Weird flex, but alright. I am hopeful that I'll find a trader here. Oh yeah, this is 100% sound. Good. So, my big thing is I need to try to find a way to make content and do it right. Because I'm gonna have to edit this shit myself, I'm kind of thinking that maybe it's a once a week thing. I just work on it Monday through Thursday, and then Friday post a video of something. Not, it doesn't even have to be an hour long, maybe half an hour long, or shit like that. I just want to be able to make a video, have it edited really well, not professional, because I will never be a professional editor, but just good enough to the point where people will be like, damn, this guy's actually trying. Not one of these fucking reposter people that you see on your little TikToks or Instagrams and shit like that. I want to actually genuinely make good content. And honestly, something else I might do is I might just stream 1 day a week and then post it as my video so that way you guys can see it there. Or I might do both. It really kind of depends. When it comes to like Twitch, it's easier just so I can download the video, copy it from there, and then upload it. Boom. Simple as that. I don't even have to like edit it because, you know, long form VODs are pretty cool because if you're like me, I like watching Smitty's VODs and I'll just watch it while I'm playing other games or while I'm eating. And I just kind of enjoy it because they're like hour long, or I think the longest I've seen it feels like 6.5 hours, some shit like that. Where is a trader? I need, that's gonna be the like thing that I do on here. Go to church. So other things that, you know, that I want to do video wise. Eventually I want to get back into doing Minecraft shit. And Minecraft's had a lot of updates since the last time I made something. And honestly, some of them have been pretty cool, some of them have been pretty bad, but that's yet to be decided. Yeah. That's like pretty much all the main things I wanted to get out of the way. I'm not saying that I'm back, but I am trying to resurface. And it would mean a lot to me for people to actually tell people about my shit. Here's the thing. I'm still under the belief that I shouldn't be like, oh, you guys should like, follow, hit that subscribe button. No. My content should be on the premise that people, they're like, they go meet, talk to friends, and like, hey, actually, by the way, there's this guy I've been watching. He's doing kind of cool, or he's kind of stupid. You guys might like him. And they tell him that way. I don't want to be like, please, I'm begging you, give me all the likes and think. I want to earn that shit. I know that's easier said than done. Bomb. But I do hope that I can do that. Because to me, it'd be actually pretty cool. Well, it looks like I don't have a trader in this location. That's fine. So yeah, that's really like it. Honestly, that's like it. I have resurfaced for a little bit, and I hope that this means I'll be able to pick up the reins again and kind of do things right again. I don't know. It's really going to depend on like how well I can get back into the rhythm of like making content for myself. All right, let's just dump. Oh, I can run again. Yay. Yeah. So, honestly, I was going to talk about some of the current shit that's happening, but I am going to try to keep shit roughly an hour long still, unless it's like something different. But yeah. So anyway, see if I can remember my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. How did my outro go again? I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more content like this or other videos that I plan in the future, there is a button down there. And just go up to the subscribe button. You guys don't have to hit it if you don't want to. but it will help me out like growing my channel. I had the beginning there, and then I kind of fucked it up at the last part. I need to make a bed. Anyway, my name is Moon, and I will see you guys in the next one. And like I said, I hope this is the beginning of a fresh start for my channel. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.